Let me share something that food safety investigators know but rarely discuss publicly. Strong spices and heavy seasonings serve a dual purpose in processed foods. Yes, they add flavor, but they're also remarkably effective at masking problems with the underlying ingredients. This isn't conspiracy theory, it's basic sensory science being exploited in ways that should concern you. Consider how your taste and smell receptors work. When you encounter capsaicin from hot peppers, garlic compounds, or the aromatic oils in strong herbs like oregano or cumin, these powerful molecules essentially overwhelm your sensory systems. They don't just add their own flavors, they actively suppress your ability to detect other flavors and odors. This is why a heavily spiced dish can hide the fact that the meat was starting to spoil, or the vegetables were of poor quality, or the fat has gone rancid. The food industry understands this principle very well. Look at which product categories consistently use the heaviest spicing. Processed sausages, curry-based ready meals, barbecue products, heavily marinated meats. These are exactly the categories where using lower quality base ingredients provides the biggest profit margin boost. I'm not saying every spiced product is hiding something, but the potential for abuse is significant and demonstrably occurs. There's a particular vulnerability with ethnic foods marketed to Western consumers who lack cultural reference points. If you didn't grow up eating authentic Thai curry or Mexican chorizo or Indian vindaloo, how do you know what it should actually taste like? A manufacturer can use excessive spicing to mask inferior ingredients, and most consumers will assume that's just how the authentic product tastes. This exploitation of cultural unfamiliarity is documented in food fraud databases, but rarely makes mainstream news. The chemistry here is fascinating and troubling. Spoilage bacteria produce compounds like putrescine and cadaverine, which create the characteristic smell of rotting meat. But when you combine these with high concentrations of garlic, ginger, and chili peppers, the spoilage markers become very difficult to detect. Oxidized fats, which create a cardboard-like rancid flavor in plain foods, virtually disappear under strong curry spices. Your sensory system is being deliberately confused. What can you do about this? First, develop a baseline understanding of how foods should taste before heavy seasoning. Buy plain chicken breast and smell it fresh. Taste ground beef with just salt before adding all the taco seasonings. This gives you reference points. Second, be suspicious of products where the spicing seems excessive or where you literally cannot taste the base ingredient at all. A well-made curry should allow you to taste the chicken or lamb. If all you taste is spice, ask yourself what might be hiding underneath. Third, this is important. Recognize that price often correlates with ingredient quality in heavily spiced products. When you see extremely cheap spiced sausages or deeply discounted curry meals, the cost savings is coming from somewhere. It might be lower quality meat. It might be meat from sick animals that couldn't be sold fresh. The spices mask what fresh sales would reveal. I want to be clear that legitimate use of spices is one of humanity's great culinary achievements. The problem isn't spice itself, it's the exploitation of spices' masking properties to commit food fraud. Learn to distinguish between skillful seasoning that complements quality ingredients and excessive spicing that conceals poor quality.